Hi everyone, welcome back to Turks Who Eat. We're welcoming you from beautiful Vienna.
Vienna is one of our all-time favorite cities. This week, we're sharing a video dedicated just to Vienna's coffee culture. Stay tuned to see the best coffee spots in Vienna, from the world-famous coffee houses to local modern spots, and where we recommend you go on your visit. Vienna's coffee culture has been strong for centuries. It's said that the coffee craze began in the late 1680s after the Ottoman army left bags of coffee beans in the city. The Viennese enjoyed the coffee and started opening up coffee houses as places to enjoy this new, luxurious beverage. The coffee houses were often furnished with fancy, opulent decor and served as places for people to relax, linger, and discuss ideas.
We're here for a few days and we're going to head to our first cafe, which is the Sacher Cafe?
Sacher Cafe.
Sacher Cafe. Let's go eat some food.
Cafe Sacher is one of the most historic coffee houses in Vienna. It's located in the Sacher Hotel, which has a history of being one of the best hotels in the world, frequented by famous and royal guests. Cafe Sacher definitely upholds this image with its plush red seating, classic furniture, and elegant chandeliers. It's easy to see why people would want to spend hours here, discussing important and innovative ideas. We started with an order of coffee for me and an English breakfast tea for Mehmet. The other specialty of this cafe is their famous Sachertorte, a rich chocolate cake filled with a layer of apricot jam. The Sachertorte is served all over Vienna, but the original is here at Cafe Sacher. Since it was about 10 a.m., we also ordered a bowl of fruit and yogurt so we could feel somewhat healthy about eating cake this early. The bowl came filled with granola and fresh berries, which was seriously delicious. Bindi was also welcomed here. She was quickly given water and enjoyed a mid-morning nap under our table while we ate our breakfast. Overall, we thought Cafe Sacher provided great service and a beautiful atmosphere. And we were ready to compare it to what is perhaps the most famous cafe in Vienna, Cafe Central.
Alright, so next up is Cafe Central, which is the most well-known cafe here in Vienna. So let's see, actually we've been there before, last year, but
now we can compare it to the Sacher Cafe.
Yeah, so let's see.
Cafe Central is a must-see if you're in Vienna. While its popularity may make some consider it to be a tourist trap, it's still absolutely beautiful and so historic. This coffee house was established in 1876 and has had many famous patrons. The inside of this coffee house is filled with ornate decor. Its high vaulted ceilings, marble tables, and unique artwork make it feel as if you're walking into a museum. The cakes on display feel like pieces of artwork themselves. They make a huge variety of beautiful cakes here, all very tempting choices. We went with a cake called Sissy's Favorite, named for Empress Elizabeth, one of the most beloved figures in Austrian history. This was a rum cake filled with apricot jam, chocolate glaze, and hazelnuts. We loved the slight crunch from the hazelnuts and the contrast of the sweet and tart jam with the rum pastry. Once again, we got a yogurt bowl to balance out the cake, but we're not sure if our science is correct here. This one was okay, but we did prefer the berries and granola that we had on yesterday's yogurt compared to the cantaloupe and honeydew on this one. I also got a cappuccino, and Mehmet once again got an English breakfast tea. They both satisfied our caffeine needs, but were nothing to brag about. Cafe Central is always very busy, and we definitely recommend making a reservation in advance so you don't get stuck waiting in the long line outside. They also allow dogs, but have a policy requiring them to wear a muzzle. However, when our waiter saw how miserable Bindi was in her muzzle, he kindly let us remove it.
So what did you think of Cafe Central compared to the Sacher Cafe?
I thought the Central Cafe's pastries were a little bit too sweet for me because I don't really have the biggest sweet tooth, even though I like sweets. But in Europe, sweet stuff isn't too sweet, if that makes a little bit of sense. And the decor is definitely beautiful, but if I'm being upfront, it is a little bit overrated and very touristy. If you ask me, I think there are a lot of places in Vienna that you can get better pastries at and coffee at, but it was still good. I'm glad we went. The decor is beautiful, but I think for me, that's about it. What about you?
Yeah, it was fine. It's nice to see, but I would just get like a coffee or something. It's pretty expensive if you want to eat anything. Even just a coffee is pretty expensive. And dogs have to be muzzled there. They were really nice, and they let Bindi take off her muzzle once they saw that she wasn't a threat. But yeah, it's just really kind of crowded, and Sacher Cafe felt more relaxed.
Of course, not every coffee house experience in Vienna has to be so opulent or so expensive. There are plenty of more modern coffee spots to get a great cup of coffee.
All right, next stop is Coffee Junkie. I'm going to say it Kirchengasse. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. But we came here last year and it was really good. So hopefully we remember correctly. So let's go drink another cup of coffee.
Coffee Junkie has become one of our favorite spots in Vienna. They're serving up well-made coffees here in a friendly setting. We sipped 2 iced lattes on this hot day, giving all 3 of us a chance to cool off. The staff here are always super friendly and welcoming to Bindi. This is one spot that we will definitely always return to when we're in Vienna. We also very much enjoyed the Balthasar Coffee Bar. This very chic-looking spot has beans roasted specifically for their shop, resulting in rich and flavorful coffees. These expertly made brews served in beautiful cups definitely hit the spot. We love that their iced lattes had a layer of really thick, frothy milk on top, making them similar to our beloved Greek Freddo cappuccinos. And it's definitely the spot to be, as the outside seating was very crowded. Our final cafe to check out was Mel Koffie. This place is known for its cinnamon buns, which are pretty impressive looking. Mamet got the chocolate bun, which was oozing with chocolate ganache and piled with chocolate pieces. I went with the apple strudel version, which was a bit lighter, but still quite filling. And of course, we had a coffee and a black tea. If you're a coffee lover, Vienna is definitely a great place for you. We think it's worthwhile to check out at least one of the fancy famous coffee houses, but there are plenty of great options for your daily cup of coffee as well. So what's our verdict? The best coffee we had in Vienna was definitely at Coffee Junkie. Their coffee is very well balanced, rich, and with the right amount of acidity. If you're looking for something that defines the coffee culture of Vienna with its ambiance and decor, then we highly recommend Cafe Sacher. It's beautifully decorated inside, and the staff is friendly yet professional. And if you're going with your furry friend, they will also be warmly welcomed, which we always appreciate. We really enjoyed exploring Vienna's coffee culture. If you haven't seen our full video on our experience in Vienna, be sure to check that out as well. Next up, our epic road trip continues with a drive from Vienna through Romania to Sofia, Bulgaria. Subscribe so you don't miss our next spot.